y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Literally I just got the best news. It wasn't for me, but it was in regards to a family member, a distant family member, but still a family member. And she just had a baby. Like, oh my goodness. Like, I feel like sometimes we take for granted certain things in our lives, especially a child being brought into this world, because some people can just have kids just like that, and some people it takes them years, months, I was gonna say days, but that's like months and days is not as bad as years, but you get what I'm saying. And obviously I think most people would understand where I'm going with this next point. Well, this particular lady, she had been married for like, I'm pretty sure like over 10 years, more than 10 years, but let's say 10 years, and no success having a kid. They had tried like almost everything. And I know that you hear stories like this, but I feel like sometimes you just need to remind yourself of things like this that are happening. And all of a sudden, she had, not all of a sudden, God finally opened up the door for them, and whatever like realization they came to, or whatever like happened, that like God, because I feel like you have to learn some things before God blesses you with the thing that you've been asking for. But like, so like all of a sudden, like, she was pregnant, and she was pregnant with twins. She had twin baby girls. And it literally, my mom told me, I was like, oh, praise God. Like, I was just so happy for her. And then obviously I thought, like, after years of waiting, like, they had the twins and stuff. Like, the twins are going on to like 2 or 3. I should know that. But the twins are going on to 2 or 3, and they're happy. Like, they're well off. They are well off. They're doing great. They're doing great financially. Like, they have kids now. Like, everything's good. And then all of a sudden, like, today was her birthday, and I went and I saw that she just had another baby. I think it's a baby boy, which I feel like the family is complete at this point. Personally, I think it's complete. But maybe they're trying for more. But I literally just sat there and I was just like, dang. I was just so happy, because you know what? I feel like when it's so crazy, because when in my previous video I talked about how it's being real, and so certain things weren't going my way, and then Amazon obviously came up, but other things that I really wanted weren't happening for me. But I just have to be grateful. Even though I feel like I have nothing to be grateful for, I have to be grateful. But like, something about when I saw this lady carrying her third child, I just thought, after years and years of praying and praying and praying for children, she had twins. And then God blessed her with another child. And I just sat there and I was just like, man, God has his own way of doing things. God truly, really has his own way of doing things, in the sense where, like, God, nobody's going to force God's hand. You can wait at his feet and pray and pray and pray and ask, which there's nothing wrong with that. But God has a way of doing things, and when the time is right, things will happen. And what just made me really, really happy was just like, it just started coming. It's coming in surplus. Like, that's why I'm like, when God answered the prayer for the children, he gave her twins. But then to top it off, he gave her a third child. Like, when God answers your prayer, when he finally answers the prayer that you've been praying for, it just floods in. Like, it is not like she was praying for a kid. She was like, and I'm pretty sure at that point it was like, God, just give me one child. Whatever it is, whatever comes with the child, I just want one child. God gave her twins. And then God gave her another one on top of that. Like, God, when he answers your, like, he's not the one to be like, oh, like he'll just give it to you because you asked. Like, here you go. Here's the case. Like, here's the phone case. Like, grab. Like, that's what you want. No, when he says, no, I'm going to give it to you when things are right. When I think that things are right. When I know that things are right. And when I give it to you, I'm not just going to give you one. I'm going to give you bigger and beyond what you could ever imagine. Like, that, like, and I'm not trying to preach in this video, but I think and I partially am, but what I'm really trying to get at is that patience. And just looking at that just made me reassured myself of what everything I've been going through, is that I need to just be patient. Everyone needs to just be patient, because once that one thing happens that we've been waiting for, everything else floods in. And maybe we need to just, like, like, take off, like, our blinders of greed or whatever it is, and look and see, like, oh, like, God answered this one prayer. Now all this other stuff is happening, and it's because I want more, that I can't see what he's already given me. But man, God, God hears prayers. And that just seeing that, like, made me happy. I'm so sorry that, like, this doesn't really apply to, like, I mean, it does. It applies to life and it applies to business. And I'm sorry, I'm talking about kids and God. And if that's not about you, then take it and be like, turn around and be like the universe. But man, I'm just so happy, because God is just wonderful. And life is for the living. Like, you go through bad times and you go through good times. And once the good times roll in, like, there's so much, like, twins. And then another one. DJ Khaled voice. Like, I just am so happy for them. And I happy for myself as well, because I know that things are going to be great. Things will already be great. Looking back at how far I've already come, I know that things were already great. Things will be great. And you know me do. You know me do. And if you're Yoruba, you will know what I just said. And if you're not Yoruba and you don't know what I just said, you better go ask somebody. Go find a Yoruba friend and ask them to interpret what I just said. Because, you know me do. Ayomi kun. Hey! Well, I think that's all I have for you guys today. Today's a really, really, really short video. I just needed to say that patience. Once one good thing happens, once that good thing happens, it will come in surplus. Things will just flood in. God will just make a way for everything to flood in. The universe will make a way for everything to just flood in. And I'm just so happy to have this platform to share with you guys, and so thankful to be sharing this with you guys, and just having the ability to just be free and share and just talk. Because, man, cool a day anytime, and we should be thankful for every day that we have on this earth, because anything could happen any day, and we should just be thankful. And it sounds nuts coming from the boy who really wasn't thankful the other day, but today, just seeing that and knowing that story, I am happy. And I am touched to know that, not touched, but just reassured to know that things will be okay. They right now, they're a little rocky, but things will be okay. And I'm just happy, and I just want to share that with you guys. So, all right, see you in the next video.